Hey, so today is Wednesday. I feel like absolute crap. Like I got a toothache, I got a sore throat, I think, coming in. But we got back on the program, back day plus triceps. So we're gonna hit the gym anyway. The pre-workout routine stays the same. I had my oatmeal, I had my 2 bananas. It was just a carb-filled breakfast, and it's already too late. It's 11 a.m. right now. So, but I'm gonna hit the gym anyway, and after that I'm gonna sit down, do some work. Program is gonna be simple. We'll go through it once we're at the gym. Right now I have to pack up my bag. I have to pick up my pre-workout, my water bottle, hand grips, extra clothes, and it's pretty cold out. It's -5 degrees outside Celsius. So I'm gonna have to layer up. I'll see you at the gym. Back at the gym. So today's back and triceps day. Gonna put the program that we're gonna do somewhere here. So we're gonna start out with 2 sets of chin-ups to warm up. After that, we're jumping into cable pullovers. Really focus on the eccentric part. We got T-bar rows. We got pull-downs. We got shrugs to really target the upper traps. Delt exercise. And then we have triceps. Workout's gonna be pretty simple again. I'm gonna try to push as hard as I can. Not sure how much I can push today. I'm gonna do my best. Got the pre-ready. Cheers. Okay, if you're watching this, please subscribe, like this video, and let me know down in the comments on what video I should put out next. Chest and shoulders and biceps coming up in 2 days. Should I record that, or should we do a different type of video? First we got rotator cuff warm-ups, and after that we got chin-ups. But I still put them in my workouts just to keep up with my own strength and keep my strength relative to my body weight. Oh. Okay, so first move, we got cable pullovers with ropes. So I'm gonna be focusing on the eccentric part of the exercise with a 5 second eccentric, and do it for as many reps as I can. So here we go. Okay, so for the second set, I'm gonna increase the weight to 40. Let's see how it goes. Okay. We got 2 bar rows. We're gonna go with a relatively wide grip. And really gonna focus on the contraction and really gonna focus on as much stretch as I can. Here we go. Ooh. All right. That was 9 reps with 35 on the bar. I'm gonna increase it to 40. I think I'm gonna do the third set with 40 kilo as well. So when we talk about changing the grip during any type of back workout, the grip itself isn't gonna be that much of a factor, but more importantly, it's your arm path. Like if you are going with a wider grip, you're not gonna be able to tuck your elbow as much as you do with a neutral grip, and you're gonna have to open up your arm to really get that contraction. So, for example, if I'm going with a narrower grip, or the bro movement, I'm gonna be targeting my lats a bit more than I would do when I'm going with a wider grip. And when I'm going with a wider grip, I'm gonna be targeting more of my upper back and my rear delts, which what part of your back is mostly lacking. And based on that, you're gonna decide what kind of grip you're going with. Okay, so we got 40 on the bar. Again, we're gonna focus on the stretch part. Let's go. Okay. That was 8 reps. It was good. Can really feel the burn in my upper back right there. Okay. Gonna do a drop set. Gonna start with 50, then I'm gonna do 40, then I'm gonna do 20 for as many reps as possible. So, gonna ask someone to spot me. One important thing, if you're ever in need of someone spotting you, let it be for something as simple as removing the weight or for spotting you during a squat or a bench press, is that you really shouldn't count on how informed they are on how to spot. And you should tell them how you want them to spot you. So if you're going for a 1 rep max, tell them that, hey, I'm going for a 1 rep max. Might not be able to push it. So if it's going to be like a 5 rep, 8 rep kind of exercise, again, let them know that I'm going for 8 reps, I'm going for 5 reps, and that depends on how you want them to spot you. And let them know how you want them to control the weight. Okay, we got 50, 40, and 20. That was 6 reps with 50 kilos, 4 reps with 40 kilos, and 3 reps with 20. That's how you know you reached absolute failure on an exercise. Okay, amazing. I'm gonna re-rack these weights and be back with you for the pull downs. And if you remember from the previous back day vlog, I did a wide grip pull down. They were doing a closed grip with a kind of a neutral grip. Mainly target our lower lats. In, under the pads, and feel a stretch at top, and push myself back a bit, and then pull it down. I couldn't do more than 6 reps, so I sprinkled in 4 partial reps. One good practice when you're doing lat pull downs. Let it be wide grip, let it be neutral grip, let it be close grip, reverse grip, any type of. Divide it into two parts. Do the scapular pull down first, and then do your rep. So what I mean by that is, if you take a look at my back, I can start to move here, rep it out, or I can let it go a bit more, let my scapula expand, and then pull it down. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about scapular pull down. So what I usually do is I do this part first and then wrap it out. And over time, when you do it like this, you can just do it like this. Because for myself, I've had a really hard time when I was doing lat pull downs like this, shoulder shrug up, and I didn't know why I couldn't engage my lats when I was doing lat pull downs. So when I started doing scapular pull down first, I really started to feel the lat pull down in my lower back. I'm not gonna go too heavy because I don't like to wear belts today, and my normal belt is being repaired right now because the Velcro was getting loose, and I'm not gonna use the leather one. Okay, so I'm gonna go with 60, 80, and 100 kilos and do it for 20, 15, and 12 reps. Let's go. That was great. Okay, so for the intro of this video, you saw me talk about how crappy I feel, and I really pushed myself to come to the gym today. But when I'm looking at my logbook and comparing it to last week's exercises, I'm seeing that not only I kept up with my previous weights, but progressively overloaded them as well, which shows that no matter how you feel, showing up and doing the work is really gonna pay back. And I came in, I did the work, I went home. And that's all that matters. And one bad training day isn't gonna do that much of a damage. If you are having a hard time keeping yourself consistent and keeping yourself accountable, showing up even on the days that you don't feel like it is really gonna pay back soon. When it comes up on your program and you really don't feel like it, just go in, have fun, do the exercises that you like, and put in the work. That's all that matters. Okay, last set for 10 kilos again. Let's go. Hi, alright. So the back portion of the exercise is done. We got triceps and then we got forearms. I'm not gonna skip forearms again because I've been skipping forearms for 3 consecutive training routines. I don't want to be a lazy bitch. Okay. Gonna clean after myself, pick up the weights, and then move on to triceps. For our first tricep exercise, we have weighted dips. For me, it has been a very, very underrated exercise because when I started doing dips again in my program, I was weighing in at I think 75 kilos. Right now I'm at 85, 84. So if I do the same 10 reps for body weight that I used to do, means that I've progressed, uh, that I have progressed and overloaded the exercise. But not only that, I have been doing it with an extra 10 or 20 kilo weight. So I have progressed more than my own body weight, and it has also been proven effective for hypertrophy, and I've seen some pretty gnarly gains when it comes to my triceps. Okay, so I had to get a bit creative because we didn't have a dip belt at the gym. So I used my own belt and I add a cuff to it and let the weight hang from the cuff. And let's start with about a set of body weight. Then we're going to do one with 10 kilos. Then we're going to do another one with 20 kilos. All right. Do 4 more before we jump into weighted dips. Aiming for 6 reps, but I'm gonna do as much as I can. There's now 20 kilos hanging from my balls. Let's see how many we can. Ha! Okay, that was 4 reps, less than I hoped for. So I'm gonna do a couple more with my body weight on. Just want to read afterwards. Okay, we got overhead tricep extension with the easy bar attachment. And I'm doing it pretty light, 27 kilos or 60 pounds. But I'm gonna keep the tempo high. I'm gonna do a focused eccentric. I'm not gonna slow it down, I'm just gonna focus on it. and a little stretch out my triceps. Not bad. That was too light, so I'm gonna increase it to 36 or 80 pounds. When it comes to tricep extensions, I like to play with different accessories, with different arm paths. I like to do overhead, I like to do crossbody, I like to do it normal tricep extension. So you can really spice things up. For now, I'm sticking with this, and after this one, I'm doing a single arm calf pull down, push downs. So do some unilateral work to work out my triceps independent of each other. Okay, so the gym is getting pretty crowded. So I'm gonna push through the exercise that I have with cables so that I don't take that much space. And I'm moving on to forearms. Okay, I'm gonna do the same weight again, 36. Okay, 8 reps. Great. Now moving on to single arms. Okay, so the gym is getting pretty crowded. So I'm gonna push through the exercise that I have with cables so that I don't take that much space. And I'm moving on to forearms. Okay, I'm gonna do the same weight again, 36. Okay, 8 reps. Great. Now moving on to single arms. Then doing forearms. All right, so I like to do a single arm extensions with cuffs around my wrist to not let my forearms do any of the work, fatigue themselves. So, here we go. Starting with 13 and a half. We're going to do it cross butt. Okay, that was 8 reps each. Now we're gonna move on to the same weight again. فهمت. Okay, so for the last 2 exercises, I'm doing wrist curls and reverse wrist curls. Training your forearms independent of your other body parts is a tricky subject because you don't see a lot of people doing it, and there's a good reason for it. And it is that you are training your forearms when you're doing any kind of compound movements, and even if you're doing some tricep or bicep work. But I found it helpful to do an isolation forearm exercise at the end of my workout to really pop my forearms. And it is a lacking body part for me, so I have to speed up the process. Okay, so we got wrist curls and we got reverse wrist curls. And there's gonna be a huge strength difference between the two exercises. I'm gonna do wrist curls with this attachment and 15 kilos on each side for the final set, but for the first one I'm gonna do 10 kilos on each side. So okay, so at the beginning of this video, I said that I feel like crap and I don't feel like going to the gym today, and that was true. I wasn't bullshitting my way through a video, but once I showed up and I warmed up and started doing the work, I felt a lot better. And not only did I keep up with the weights that I did last week, I also overloaded on some exercises, which really shows that even on days that you really don't feel like showing up, coming to the gym and doing even the maximum that you can do, regardless of what you were doing last week, is all that matters. And you have to realize that showing up and doing the work is all that counts. And one more thing you have to constantly remind yourself of is to delay the gratification. You're not gonna lose a bunch of weight by eating one salad. You're not gonna gain a bunch of muscles by doing one workout. But at the end of the day, even those crappy workouts will add up. Even at the those great workouts, those crappy workouts, those days that you don't feel like showing up, those days that you don't feel like eating your eating according to your meal plans, those days are still count. And setbacks are gonna happen, and there's nothing that you can do about it but ignore them and move forward. And at the end of the day, you're gonna see the results that you were hoping for. The most important thing is gonna be consistency, even on the days that you don't feel like it, even on the days that you have a lot of work to do, even on the days that you have personal shit happening. You gotta show up and do the best that you can. That's gonna be your 100%, and you're gonna see the results. Okay, next set. I'm gonna do 35 forearms, wrist curls, and here we go. Last set. Then I'm moving to reverse wrist curls. Let's go. چطوری؟ خوبی؟ Okay. Gonna drop it down to 5 on each side for the total of 20 kilos. Do 3 sets of reverse wrist curls. Gonna wrap this video up right now. If you're still watching, thank you, and please subscribe, comment on what video I should do next, and drop a like. Thank you so much. See ya.